Today we are going to look into that how the business analyst for the Salesforce can the customer's discovery's point of view. For covering this one, after the end of this video, we can understand how to document the current statement, define the key aspects of to consider when mapping the current state of the project, describe different methods of discovering how a customer uses Salesforce product, describe how a journey map is used for the establish the current state, and identify the steps to create the journey map, and identify the benefits of using the journey map. The customer discovery or a customer centric discovery is the process of getting to know more about the customer. It is performed to obtain insight into customers' business challenges, share those insights with the customers, engage with them, guide them to your new opportunities, and enhance the way they work. The different method to discover how customers use Salesforce are discussed in the section. This model also introduced the concept of journey mapping, a tool that is used to visually map the interaction and experience that customers have with the company or organization. The customer discovery method in models, the first one is interview. The interview is for stakeholders and customers to share unfiltered ideas, concerns, and thoughts. The next, journey mapping. The journey mapping is the process of documenting the experience and interactions customers have with the business or an organization. And shadowing is involves observing the customers while asking questions about their actions and embedding entails living the experience of stakeholders and customers. The next one is current states. The current state refers to the existing condition of a process at a specific point in time. Identifying potential opportunities when mapping the current state, the primary objective is to gain a comprehensive understanding of how the process or system operates in its current form. This understanding forms the foundations for identifying areas of improvements and potential opportunities for opportunities. Current state. The key aspects of consider when mapping the current state of the project include process details, including key objectives and activities, process participants and their responsibilities, budget considerations, evaluating financial resource available, and performance metrics that include KPI associated with the current state. The fifth one is waste and inefficiencies such as unnecessary steps, technology and tools and their effectiveness, stakeholders' feedback regarding their experience with the current process, documentation. It's including an assessment of how the current process is communicated to stakeholders, availabilities of resource. That include the equipment needed and resource constraints that may impact process efficiencies. Regularity and compliance requirement. The current state analysis. The key aspect to consider when mapping the current state of the project include process details. Describe the specific process being analyzed, including its objectives, key activities, inputs, outputs, and decision points. Process participation. Identify individuals or team involved in the process along with an understanding of their roles and responsibilities. Budget. Analyze the financial resource allocated to the current process and assess whether the process is cost effective or not. The next one is performance metrics. It includes the relevant performance metrics and KPIs associated with the current state, such as customer satisfaction scores, waste and inefficiencies. Highlight areas of waste, inefficiencies, and bottlenecks within the current process. This could include unnecessary steps, duplication of efforts, and delays. The current state analysis key aspect consider when mapping the current state of the project that includes technologies and tools. It evaluates the effectiveness of technologies, software, or tools currently used in the process and their potential impact on process performance. Stakeholder feedback. Incorporate feedback from stakeholders regarding their experience with the current process. This feedback can reveal pain point and areas for improvement. Documentation that include an assessment of how the current process is documented and communicated to the stakeholders. Evaluate the clarity and accessibility of documentation. Availability of resource, access availability of equipment and others that support the current process, identify resource constraints that may impact the process efficiency. Regularity and compliance requirement, ensure that the process aligns with industry regulations to avoid risk and non-compliance issues. Methods for documenting the current state. By performing data and value analysis and gathering insight from previous project, organizations can gain an understanding of the current state, identifying its strength and weakness. Data analysis. Data analysis involves the examination of quantitative and quantitative data related to the process. It can include analyzing performance metrics, customer feedback, survey response, and other relevant data sources. Artifacts from past similar projects. When an organization has executed similar project in the past, it can leverage artifacts such as lessons learned. These artifacts provide valuable knowledge that can inform the analysis of the current state. Value analysis. Value analysis assesses the value of each step or activity within the current process. It helps identify activities that directly contribute to the desired outcomes and those that do not add significant value. The customer discovery method. The first one is embodying. Embodying entails living the experience of stakeholders and customers. Outcomes of embodying is recognizing when customers and stakeholders are displaced and determining when customers and stakeholders could have been delegated but were disappointed instead. Identifying when customers and stakeholders were happily surprised and misimpressed. Interviewing. In an interview, a business analyst can directly ask stakeholders and customers questions about their experience with the platform and what improvement they would like to see in the future. Stakeholder interviews. A business analyst can interview important individual to learn more about their roles, perspective on the innovation goals and ideas for the change they want to see. The business analyst has the opportunity to record the unfiltered ideas, concerns, and thoughts of these individuals. Consumers interview. End user and employees are both customers. It is critical to focus on uncovering the emotional and psychological drivers behind end users' action during the customer's interview. Shadowing. Shadowing involves observing the customers while asking questions about their actions and commands in order to gain a better understanding of why they do what they do. Best practice: search for patterns. Consider the most significant environmental dynamics. For example, how power is distributed in the employee's organization and how this affects their day to day jobs. Keep an eye on the entire process. Take careful notes. Prepare for technical difficulties. Rules for conducting an interview and shadowing. Your permissions to record must be obtained from the interview before the conversation starts. Maintain an informal and human tone by engaging the participant as if they were a friendly neighbor. Ask open ended questions. Avoid questions with yes or no. Answer based on assumption. Open ended questions elicit more detailed response from participation. Rules for conducting an interview and shadowing. Stay in present moment. Rather than attempting to analyze during the interview by practicing active listening, ask why. If participants give vague or general answers, immediately follow up by asking them to explain. Don't do it alone. Assign someone to take notes or use an audio or video recorder to, to avoid missing an important point. Journey mapping. Journey mapping is the process of documenting the experience and interaction customers have with the business or an organization. It is a method that makes documenting the customer experience structured and streamlined. Journey map. Journey map or document that visually depict an interaction that customers have with the company or organization. Components. A journey map identifies the steps or activities taken by a customer or user to achieve a goal, challenges they face, people they interact with within a single organization or an ecosystem of organization, touch points and channels they encounter as they achieve a goal, feelings, thoughts, and reactions that have throughout their journey. Benefits of journey mapping. Team alignment. Structuring team alignment, it allows disparate teams to communicate about the customers in a common language. Strategic thinking. Encourage strategic discussion about where to direct the company resource and effort for greatest impact. Identifying pain points. Identify gaps where the flow isn't as smooth as area where customers may feel vulnerable or dissatisfied. Increased empathy. Empathize with the audience experience by accessing their expectation and feelings as they advance through their journey. Innovation. Expose the necessary innovation work and learn what matters most to customers. Measure impact. Highlight the necessary innovation work and learn what makes a difference most to customers. Art- Architecture for journey map. The journey map is composed of different parts: passes action, thoughts, feelings, touch points, context, and opportunities. The journey map has three parts: thoughts, action, passes, and then simple passes. Simple passes 1, simple passes 2, and simple passes 3. The district pass, pa- the distinct passes the journey will take, each identified by its own block on the chart. The action taken by the customers or user specific to each passes what the customer or user is thinking. Architecture for journey map. Um, Opportunity, context, touch points, and feelings. Identify how the customers or user is feeling. and indicate where the customers or user interacts with you, your brand, product, or service, either by them contacting you or vice versa. Factors that are important to your customers or user so they can reach their goal to experience with you in an environmental, social, or time where you can have the most impact on your customer or user, how you can make the experience better or highlight your business strength. Journey map example part 1. So this below examples of the journey map used to visualize the customer's experience and journey while interacting with the health insurance company provider. The customer journey map um, it's like a 33-year-old woman who is employed as an event planner. She's very active and they enjoy participating in all the activities she plans for her clients. She needs to determine what coverage she has for the health issue. We are analyzing in the thoughts, actions, and passes. We are identifying the options, confirm coverage, and submit claims. The distinct passes the journey will take, each identified by its own block on the chart. Gets one and second option, and researcher's best option for her. Request coverage letter, obtain the benefit forms, and complete and submit forms. The action taken by the customers or user specific to each process. Then fear and uncertainty. It comes under hopeful, confidence, and unsure. So what the customers or user is thinking. The journey map example 2, we can segregate like opportunity, context, touch points, and feelings. Then identify the customer's feelings, how the how the user is using the cosmic license coverage department, the coverage department, underwriters, and claims department and claims adjuster. The indicates how the customers interact with the company, brand, product, or service, and whether the customers or company initiated contact, ease of contacting, quick response, quick resolution. Want to schedule surgery quickly? Want her normal life back? Climb approved quickly? Factors important to the customers or user to reach their goal or experience with the company environmental, social, or time. Reassurance, empathy, build loyalty, build a trust and satisfactions. So additional insurance product where the company can make the most impact on their customers or user, how the company can improve the experience or highlight their business strength. We can see some scenarios. Read the business scenario below and determine most appropriate solution for the company requirement. A company wishes to enhance how they use sales and service cloud by automating their sales process and task management. The option 1 is, what can the business analyst do to better understand how the sales team members use and interact with the Salesforce Sales Cloud? Second one is, what should the business analyst conduct to see and experience the company's current support process? What can the business analyst use to walk in the customer's shoes as they reach out to the company for support requests? The solution is, interviewing is a quick, easy way to get direct feedback from customers and stakeholders on their current experience and suggestion for improvement. An interview allows stakeholders and customers to express their true feelings, concerns, and ideas. Then shadowing entails observing customers alongside them. The business analyst can use this method to obtain specific information on the current state by asking stakeholders questions and provide comments. The third answer is journey mapping. It's the process of documenting and visualizing the experience and and the interaction that customers have with the company or organization. It is a method for documenting the customer experience in a structured and streamlined manner. And those are all the resources I used to pull up those documents. So if you can go to the resource to find it more. Thank you for watching.